Thinking about taking new steps to be taken in life, they began formulate as new batch of medical employees starts to emerge. What are the best ways to get the juniors to learn? What will give them the motivation to look forward? Will they be able to surpass their seniors? Hope they have the will to go through all the struggles as their seniors had and are still continuing. One step at a time, that's what it takes. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, quoting it to the juniors. Teaching them what the seniors had learned so far and yet to come. All the success stories and failed stories sharing to them as days passes by. One after the other many drop out, until few remain who still holds just barely after many struggles. Just sturdy enough to face what's to come in the new life as a medical employee. Seeing them work, finding every chance to get more experience from their seniors as much as possible. Thinking how the old ones used to do the same even though their seniors worked them out so hard they'd have hard time taking one little step. Smiling and replying them with yeah sure, why not, let's do this or let's revise this one first so we can move on to the next. Watching the trend of brainstorming and practically applying them by juniors. Jealous, how the seniors want their youth back as their body starts to ache from just some daily routine in the medical which just started. Even with body getting older they try and forget all pain as they get gratitude for time and effort they had put themselves to the medical and the progressed on the it. Teaching the juniors and even after the long period of being of the medical employee never stopping to learn new things as the nature itself and the human nature creates a new mischief of disease and traumatic events. The medical employees who are properly registered are allowed to teach the bystanders the first aid treatments. First aid is an emergency measure, generally consisting of simple, often life-saving techniques that most people can train to perform with minimal equipment and no previous medical experience. And is given before the medical experts arrive at the scene. The medical employee as they grow learn that it's not always possible to be at all location at all times. So teaching bystanders some first aid is quite helpful and might save the life of the victim they are close by. What is better to a man than a moment where they are able to save someone who is in need of help? What is better for a medical employee than leaving a legacy behind them as someone who has saved lives and taught how to save life? Once a medical employee, always a medical employee as they leave a legacy behind. The cycle continues. New generation with new motivations. New techniques, new procedures to take more steps in the life of medical employee to save other people's lives. It might have started rough, few ups and downs as they move on. Growing into someone who is respected and remembered by the new generation and the ones they have saved. As one who is defined by the effort they have done to save the lives of many and the researches that they had put in the vast sector of medical. The life of a medical employee continues even after they had finished the course of life itself, which was worthwhile the efforts they had put in. Think,